I want to ask you something. What y'all know about the ghost of Chicken Alley up there in Asheville, North Carolina? Our story starts back in the late 1800s. Dr. Jamie Smith was a physician up there in Asheville. And honey, after work, old Jamie liked to have a good time. He'd go out to the bars and he'd socialize and drink with people. Often, a lot of them people ended up being patients of his because they needed treatment for venereal diseases. See, back in them days, a lot of logging companies was coming into Asheville. Them loggers would carry venereal diseases, and when they came in socializing at night after they had worked and had a good time with a couple of the patrons, them patrons got more than they bargained for. They didn't get just a good time, they got a disease, and old Jamie would help treat them. Asheville wasn't the best place to be hanging around at this time, especially over on Chicken Alley. You know how it is when people start drinking. They get a little wild sometimes. So disagreements would start and fights would break out, and most people just let it work itself out. But old Jamie, honey, he'd get up right in the middle of them and want to break them up. Well, one night after Jamie ended his work, he wanted to get a drink, and he headed on down to Broadway's Tavern down there in Chicken Alley. Honey, when he opened the door, he met more than he bargained for because there's a big old bar fight going on. People was throwing stuff everywhere, glasses and bottles was flying and breaking, chairs was going up in the air, and he darted to break up a fight between two he could see fighting. That's when it happened. One of the men involved in the fight turned around and took his knife and stabbed Jamie right there in the chest. Jamie was gone. Even more sad, Jamie's killer was never found and nobody was ever charged with his murder. 1 year after Jamie's murder at that bar, it burnt all the way to the ground. It's believed that Jamie's spirit lives on in Chicken Alley. See, that old doctor had a long black coat and a big rimmed hat that he wore, and he carried an old-style physician's bag. And believe it or not, people still see his spirit walking up and down Chicken Alley. Now, before you see his spirit, you're going to hear his cane clicking on the sidewalk. What's going to lead into you seeing him down there in Chicken Alley? And you'll see him, that dark figure with that long coat and that big brimmed hat on, his physician's bag, and his cane with the silver handle. Some say old Jamie might be down there still looking for revenge for what happened to him. Maybe he's there trying to split up yet another fight. Or could it be that old Jamie's just down there looking for another drink? Either way, you can't know Chicken Alley in Asheville without knowing about old Doc Jamie. Tell me, have you heard the story of the ghost of Chicken Alley?